Hello butterflies, welcome back to Queen TT Loves. Today you guys are going to get ready with me, and before I forget, Merry Christmas or Merry Christmas Eve. And yeah, so we're going to get started. So for those of you who are my returning butterflies, welcome home. And for those of you that have not subscribed yet, please make sure you do, and then leave a comment or any suggestions that you may have, because I'm always absolutely open to taking those. So let's get ready. Let's see. Let me clean off my brushes. And yes, I know my hair looks done. Shonda's an amazing beautician. So I am going to actually take off my earrings and then take out my nose ring and remove the makeup I already had on. So this morning I had, this is the last meeting of the year for Delta. So it was my meeting for Delta. Amazing things coming next year, as well as, yeah, I know, I really don't like the summer lips. So y'all know. Disgusting. But I need to take this lipstick off, and that's the only way it's gonna come off. So, Delta has some great things going on as well. And so what Deltas do is public service. So what we're doing is giving back to the community. So if you would like to visit the website of your local chapter, and I am not speaking on behalf of Delta, I am simply sharing things that I know as a member of Delta. So disclosure, I'm not speaking on behalf of, but I am sharing that there's some opportunities becoming available, especially in the area of scholarship. And then there's opportunities for people that want to give back in the community or become a part of. We give fundraisers and things like that to directly impact the communities that we serve. And so you can take a look at what's going on in your area. And a lot of those things are good to know about because, you know I say it a lot. I'm probably going to say it forever. We hear all the time that there are not enough things going on in our community to impact our youth and take care of our youth. But Delta has things that are there, and if you guys don't use them, then the foundations or organizations that are giving these things assume that you don't want them anymore, and so then they go away. But you definitely have to take advantage of them, and I am going to be including this week the information for scholarships in my chapter on my website, making the information available, maybe including a link or something like that. But one of our social media platforms, I'll be letting you know. Maybe I'll put it in this video. I'll put it a couple of places just to make sure that you all have it, because deadlines are coming. So we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to apply, and that's money. For all of your hard work. You worked hard in high school so that you could have resources available to you. That way, it doesn't have to come out of your pocket. And why not be awarded and rewarded if you meet the criteria? So that's it on that. And then, so I'm going to first, y'all know, comb it out. And yes, I combed it before I left, but when you have a long weave, that stuff tangles back up as soon as you sit in your car. Kind of like your shirt gets wrinkled when you put on your seatbelt. Yeah, kind of like that. So today I just really want to talk a little bit about the preparation for 2020, which is literally in a couple weeks. It's right around the corner. And before you know it, we'll be saying Happy New Year to 2021. You don't want opportunities and lack of planning or lack of follow through to prevent you from getting things done and meeting your goals. And so if you have goals, even if you are not in our program, we're willing to help you. We have people that reach out, college level adults reach out and ask for different things because they know that we have the ability to help in certain areas, and we love it. We love being a asset to our communities and an asset across the globe. It's so awesome. One girl reached out to me from Africa the other day, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. And then I had somebody that was special needs to reach out because her needs were simply that she, well, I don't want to say, but she was special needs, to ask if she could be in the program. Heck yeah, of course she can be in the program. The things that we have to offer, they're tailor-made. So everything that's on our website that's available, the things that I talk about, I don't cover everything. So again, it's tailor-made to what you need. You don't have to take everything. You take what is important to you and the things that you want to learn. And then once you're in the program, like Michaela could still reach out to us. Michaela still reaches out to us, her and her family. So those things are available. So start taking more advantage of the things that the community provides. You know, people were really in a era where people are like, oh, this person isn't helping me. This person isn't supporting me. And then it's a whole business out there trying to get participation and stuff, and nobody is doing, or not enough people. They're not even reaching their cap, and some resources are left on the table. I know we had some left on the table last year, and we just couldn't believe it. We had some good stuff left on the table, like whole haircuts, a dress. Oh my gosh, that was insane for me. I kind of wish I can go back to my senior year and take advantage of it. So let me pull this back and do my edges really quickly. Or should I do them at the end? No, I'll do it right now. Okay, so let's talk. What are some of the things that are available out there? And I am using my main choice. Things that are available that are out there, and I kind of wonder why teachers don't go over some of these things, are scholarships that are offered through the district and the police department, the fire department, city hall in your area, or whatever the equivalent is. I believe it's called city hall in every state. But there are things that are available. So when you are looking for things, I know people say it's overwhelming, like they don't know where to start looking. Well, the first place to start looking is in your own school district. To me, that's the first place to start looking, because those are the ones that are catered to the particular community and offer the exact type of resources that are needed. And of course, if you reach out to us, we can tell you what, dope, huh? We can tell you, help you look for what they are, because we don't know everything either. We are learning different things as we go, and things change every year as well. And so the information that we have to offer you, had to offer you last year, may not be the same as what is available this year. But you tell us your need, and then we help meet that need, either through what we directly offer through Divine Purpose, or what some of our affiliates or partners or supporters offer as well. Really quickly, so I use oil even though I have a weave. So what I do is I unscrew this just a little bit, and I do it during the day. That way it's the oil doesn't sit in my head, and then I lay on it on a pillow and it gets the rest of my weave dry. But you have to take care of your hair underneath. So I kind of wiggle it through and then just leave it drop. So when people are like, oh my gosh, you just took your weave out, how's your hair healthy? Because I take care of it. I take care of my weave, because that's my real hair under there. And I don't want to just look cute and look healthy. I want to actually be healthy. So I always, I'm not in a rush. I always start in the back of my hair. And I use regular spritz, obviously. Oh my gosh, you guys, I found this shirt. Twas the nizzle before Christmasle. I think I laughed so hard in the store shopping with my cousin. I was like, oh my gosh, how did they come up with that? But I think it's so funny. For whatever reason, I think this shirt is hilarious. And when I stand up, I will take a picture of the whole shirt and then insert it. It's cute, huh? I love it. It just cracks me up. I told y'all I'm silly. I like things that make me laugh. Um, so yeah, first start with the resources that are available right in your own backyard. Um, take a look at sororities and fraternities to see what resources they have for you to get prepared for not only college, but there's other things like Delta has gyms that is for like the high school age, and they have academy, which is for the younger girls, where they teach things like self-love. There's a lot of STEM things that are taught in there that correlates with what they're like what they're doing in life. And so it's nice to learn that how we think, oh, you know, technology is just a computer, or STEM is just for people that like computers. Well, no, like science is literally so many, it's in the products that we have. So this product that I have that I'm using on my hair, there was a scientist that was involved in making that product to get the formula right. I know somebody who works for Clorox. So the Clorox wipes that we use, she's a mad scientist. Yes, she in the Bay Area, and that is her project. And so when you put your kids in, or kids, when you ask to be involved in these different things, you get to see how broad a particular area is, and to open your scope of what you are used to seeing, or see how something that you really like correlates to the real world, and you get to see how you fit in. So, you know, I hear a lot of people, not a lot of people, I say that a lot. Well, no, I do actually hear a lot of people say that for this, but there are even memes that are going around, articles and things like that that say college isn't for everyone. No, I don't think it's for everybody. Sometimes trade school is good. Sometimes being an entrepreneur, but I will say that I'm a big supporter of formal education, because there are things that are taught that otherwise you would not know unless you join like one of these programs, or join the Divine Purpose program. Because those of us that have gone to college, or that are your seniors and your mentors and things, we've been through it, so we can kind of tell you what we have learned along the way to get us where we are. And then you get excited about college. I think that people just are not excited about college because they think that it's so hard, it's boring, I don't need that piece of paper, you know, but it's better. It's better, and it helps to teach you some fundamental principles within a certain field that will help you advance further. Operate your business better. I love that I went to college and I can directly impact my community with what I have learned. So I took the opportunity. I was off for my first back surgery when the idea, or the dream, literally a dream, came to me about starting a nonprofit. And so during that time, one of the things that I wanted to challenge myself with, I want to take this at the top. Actually, I'll do that later. I want it to be full today. I have an ugly Christmas sweater party to go to, and that sucker is ugly. It's a dress with bells on it and everything. So I took the opportunity to challenge myself. Excuse me. I did some research, and to see how to start a nonprofit and things like that. And then I saw how a lot of things, or a lot of companies out there, I think they're predatory. Meaning they prey on people who don't take the time to learn things, learn what the value of a service actually is. And then those are what show up when you do a Google search. Those show up first on your sponsored links, because they probably make a crap ton of money, and they make theirs stand out more, which the first thing that pops up, you usually consider that to be the most reputable or whatever. And so I was looking at how to get the business name, how to file the paperwork, how long it would take, like all of those things, right? So the first thing that I saw, the package was like $1,600. And so I'm thinking, okay, to start a business, that's not bad. And to start a nonprofit, no, that's not bad. Okay, I'll do it. And then something, God, put a little tickler, if you will, in my head and said, check and see how much this stuff is. You have a background in HR, so you are very accustomed to reading contracts, writing contracts, understanding legal terms and things like that. And so I went on to the actual website, and it's crazy. I went onto the actual website where you began to start a business, and one of the papers was like, everything was less than $100. I'll just say that to start, not to carry it all the way through, but to start, everything was less than $100. You just needed to fill out the paperwork yourself and send it in. Was I about to pay $1,600? One of the things that was included was getting your tax identification number. Well, if you don't know, and I'll share this with you for free, that is available online for free. You could get it in like 15 minutes. You apply for it when it's time. When it's time for that step, you apply for it. And then within like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, the government emails you back and your number is generated. Of course, the government wants their money, so they're going to make sure to get you that information. But that was included in the package that I almost paid $1,600 for. On the reverse, if you are somebody who does your research and knows how to do your research, could you have found that out as well if you didn't go to college? Of course you could have. But I know that me having a formal education and having a background in HR, which is very legal role sometimes, depending on your role, that it made me want to stretch myself and see if I could do it. Because a couple things. I was thinking, I want a nonprofit. With the nonprofit, the idea is to spend less and get more, right? Because the money that you're spending, you want to spend as little as possible and get volunteers and sponsors and things like that. Because the less that comes out of your pocket directly, the more you can funnel into the programs that you have and things like that. And so I wanted to start out with that behavior or practice or whatever you want to call it from the very beginning. And I was off for my back surgery, so I had the time. So I researched it and did most of the things myself because I wanted to save money for the business. Now, again, could you do that on your own? Of course you could. But these businesses aren't in place for no reason. A lot of somebodies aren't doing their research to know exactly what they're really paying for. Are they paying for something that they can do themselves? A lot of what is paid for these days in the area of service is simply because the person, either one, doesn't have time and they have the money for it. Those ones I'm okay with. The ones that I'm not okay with is those ones like me or like with a nonprofit that you don't have the money to waste like that. And you could do a little bit of research or network and find out what is needed and save money. But you don't because you're too lazy. You're too lazy. And then that's when I go back to, or a lot of people have enough people have the belief that college means something. So I've heard before that I'm like, why do you value college so much when I was in a particular role in a corporate organization, and when they interviewed, the role sometimes would be either you can have this much experience or you can have a degree. And so this particular this particular person was always more intrigued by the person that went to college, and it wasn't always the best choice. That's where your HR comes in. And so I asked, I was like, why do you favor people that go to college more? That person had a really vast amount of experience. And so the response that I got was, oh, it's because to me, that means I know what I went through to get my degree. And so I know that for a person to get their degree, they have to have determination. They have to have discipline. They listed all of the things that correlated with education for them. And I couldn't even argue it. I said, okay, I get it. And on the flip side, I thought, okay, how am I going to change this person's mind? Because this is what they really, really like. And so sometimes people they don't have a formal education, but they've taken workshops and they've read books and did research and did some other things that are also education. It's just not formal education, but education none the same. And probably even more intense sometimes, because classes and workshops are usually more updated. Some of the learning material in college is sometimes outdated, but the workshops and things you can buy online, they usually keep up with the latest trend a little bit better. And so what I would start doing is, when I would interview the person, because I did the screening, I would ask them, hey, have you taken any workshops, read any books about this? What else, what have you done to educate yourself on this? How do you stay abreast of changes? Things like that. And so that's how I was able to change the person's perspective on how they felt about college. Although I agreed, I just don't think you should have a closed mind like that. But there are people out there. And so if you want certain kind of roles, they're going to want to see effort on your part. And so if you don't desire to go to college, but you want certain type of roles, just know that it's going to be a little bit harder. And so you have to gauge that. And the best way that I think you can gauge that, especially if you're somebody that wants to either change careers, or you want to your high school age and getting ready to pick a career, which you could change. You want to be involved in programs and things like that, because you can put that on your resume. And I don't know about other nonprofits, but in our nonprofit, one of the things that we help with is building that resume so that it is appealing based on your field and what you say you want to do. Be it finding internships, working with other small businesses where you get to work with them for the summer, see how you like it. There's a personal touch that we add to our program so that a lot of things can be tested, because you don't know, you could think you want to be something and then don't really know until you get to see what it really looks like, or see what it entails, or see how far you can go with it. Yes, ma'am. See how far you can go with it and what you can actually do with it. So you need to test it out first sometimes, and that's okay too. But no matter what you do, I really think that it's so beneficial for you to become acclimated with the things that are out there, the resources that are out there to help you in your maturing up or growing up or whatever, just to provide you with different perspectives, just to provide you with the opportunity to see things in a different light that you may not have thought of, an opportunity for you to network and meet other people that are, oh, that's the clip. Meet other people that are your same age, and you guys brainstorm and build relationships. It helps you to work on your communication. You get to be around like-minded people of your own age. You get to see and engage with your elders and ask us questions. You literally have us at your fingertips. And most of these resources, and I say most because I don't know about all the resources that are out there, but most of these resources don't even have a cost. We just we have our businesses, and nonprofits are not a cost for what you want to do. So these things are being offered to you, whereas I'm about to go to a conference that is $3,000 so that I can be in a room full of like-minded people, exchange ideas, meet people, see things differently. You have to pay for that when you become an adult. But if you take advantage of these programs that are out there, then you get to do it early, and you get to have some of your questions answered so you can think differently, see what's available, just have a better perspective. Some people don't think that they're going to need college, but need is a big word. So no, do you need it? Probably not, unless you want to be a doctor, because I'm not letting you perform surgery on me if you don't have your degree. I mean, Billy Joe in the corner might, but I'm not. Won't be any butt plants in the Hilton for me. I'm going to go to somebody with a degree that I can check. But you get where I'm going with this. Education is important. Is it not always fun to go through the part with your basic classes? Sometimes. But what I tried to do when I was in school is, you get a topic. Let's just say you're taking English. You get a topic and you have to write your paper about that topic. I would somehow tie it to either a goal or a hobby that I had. So then it became real for me, and now it became something that is important to me, and I got something out of it. So you have to make things real to you and make it connect so that you can obtain your goals and get to where you want to get and get what you're supposed to get out of things. That's really important to me. So those classes don't last long. And then after that, you're in more classes, or you finish up with all of your classes that are directly related to your major, right? But in the interim, you can do paid internships. So paid internships are associated with college. If you go to college, you can do paid internships because they see you share your grades. That's like your resume. They can see, okay, this person passed their classes. They're in this year. This is what they should know. And then you get hands-on experience that directly correlates with what your paycheck gonna look like when you get out of college, right? So do I think that you need college? It depends on what you're going to do. Do I think that even an entrepreneur needs college? It depends on what kind of studying you've done on your own, what type of research you've done on your own, how much you're willing to do on your own. Because even paying somebody else to do something for you, you want to have the knowledge to know if somebody is overcharging you. You do. I don't. So there was somebody that I saw that had an item. They had this item and the followers went crazy. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Right? And they were, because of the demand, this person capitalized on it. And they were like, okay, now I'm selling this. Genius, right? Of course, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you work for the people. You don't just sell the things that you like. You keep your eyes and ears open so you can stay abreast of the latest trend and changes and things like that. Okay, this person has the item. And everybody's like, oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I want one. I want one. Okay. So person starts selling it. It's something that, so I knew, y'all know I be trying to go around certain stuff. So I knew how much this item could have possibly cost because I looked into it. So as I looked into it, I'm like, I visit the website of the other person and I'm like, oh, let me see how much this is, or see if they have it faster or something. And so I visit the website. They had an item that was like $15, and they was selling that sucker for more than $80. What? Yeah, but you know, you don't do your research, then you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're looking for, that's why it's a good idea to become a part of Facebook groups that align with what you want to do. You can do that. So for those of you, you know, I know Facebook is for the old people, they say, but it's also to learn things. And so I'm done with my hair. I'll move on to my makeup after. I just wanted to do my hair. You can join different groups. There's a group for everything almost on Facebook. And so you could join those groups. That way you can learn more about the field that you want to enter. You can start building relationships with people that are around you and stuff like that. And when you do that, that is how you network virtually. And you want to build those relationships as well, because if nobody around you knows an answer, that doesn't mean nobody in the world knows the answer. And then they can help you and you can help them. How you start in these groups is you don't start by going and asking questions. That is the worst thing you can do. And let me tell you why. For those of us that are in groups, we bring to the table what we have. And so we have built relationships. It's almost like walking in somebody's house and asking to borrow money. But have you contributed? Have you showed us your value? Have you even showed us that you're going to stay? How have you showed that you're in this to be a help the same way that you are asking for help? Okay, think of it that way, because there's social media, what do they call it? Oh my goodness. There's a way that you should do things. I cannot think of the word to save my life, but there are rules to how you behave in the social media world as well. So when you go into these groups, you introduce yourself, you say what you do. You say, you know, hey guys, this is what I do. If anybody needs help with this, and I don't care if it's creating a flyer through an app, you say what it is that you contribute to that area that you are in. And then as you do that, you also go through and like start answering people's questions that you see that are sitting there. You get involved in some conversations so they can see you more. You make yourself seen. And then, you know, people become more comfortable. And then maybe about a couple weeks in, then you, after you've offered something, then you start to say, oh, hey, does anybody know how to do this? Or does anybody know about this? That's what you do. Okay. So there's rules of how you're supposed to conduct yourself in social media. And when you're writing, don't write like you talk. Write like a professional. So try not to misspell things. Try to give full thought. Don't write shorthand. You know, try to represent yourself well, because in a lot of these groups, they are real millionaires. I've met a couple. They're real millionaires that know a certain thing, but they don't know everything. So they're in the groups too, trying to learn and network, and they're continuing to build. So you want to join these groups. And why don't these curls in the front, I promise they never want to stay up. You want to join these groups and start feeding into whatever it is that you want to do. There might be a hiring manager in there. There might be somebody that does the exact same thing as you, but because you're younger, you have a new flavor to bring into it. Ideas of innovation are really popular right now. And I love it because I like to give ideas and things like that. And unfortunately, for a little bit, like it was frowned upon, like you were stepping on somebody's toes because you had an idea that was different, and they made that idea 24 years ago. I love the curls. They made that idea 24 years ago, and how dare you want to bring it up to date? I can't. So that is it for today. And so make sure you take a look at the things that are out there that directly impact your life, and they are for you and they don't cost. Make sure you take a look at our website. And if you want to apply to be in the Divine Purpose program, make sure you do so by 12/31, because that is our cutoff date, because we have to have enough time to work with you for you to earn the things that we have as reward. If you're a senior before your prom, if you are a freshman, sophomore, or junior, that's the date too, but you have a lot more time to build your portfolio with us and earn the things that we have available to you along the program. And if you join freshman, junior, sophomore year, you get more things. You get more time to be in the program and learn and grow. And some of these scholarships that we have connections with or know about, you don't have to be a senior to apply for them. So we can start building your bank. We can start getting internships. We can start partnering you with people to mentor. You can, of course, the girls, start learning your makeup with me once you learn your earn your makeup kit. It's just a lot of things that we have available, but we are not going to give them away. Our program is very rewards based, and we are going to reward you along the way to help you with sticking to the program, because it is for you, but we want to be flexible in what we offer. And so that is it. So my hair is done. I'm not going to comb the curls out. I'm going to do my makeup, and then I am going to head to LA. So that is it for today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Visit the webpage for my nonprofit, which is divinepurpose.com. It is going to be in the description link below. I am also going to put the link there for the scholarships that are available through Delta. I'll put that one in the link below. I'll also include it on our social media. And don't forget to take a look at our social media, because I've already placed some there for other scholarships that I know about and other ROP. It's a lot of information that we have to offer. So we hope you will join us. Have a wonderful day, and TT loves you, my little butterflies. Oh yeah, I was supposed to say fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I forgot the last part. Okay, so that's okay. We're gonna get it together. So I love that you all are growing with me, and I hope to grow you as well. Have a good day. Bye.